Hi everybody, this is Billie from the Gailbourn Public Library, and today we're going to be working on a pop-up floral card in just a few minutes. It's 6:57 and I'm going to start showing how to do it at 7 o'clock. It's super easy and it brings just a lot of joy. People will think that you're amazing that you made it, and only you will know how simple and easy it was. Now you should gather your supplies together if you want to make this. You need 7 pieces of square paper. This is 4 by 4 and this will work perfect for the size of card that I'm making. You need a cardstock. This one is a half sheet. It is 5.5 by 4 1/8. I just cut a full sheet of paper in half and folded it. So you'll need a piece of cardstock and you'll need some small pieces of green paper as well. So we're just starting in a few minutes. I'm Billie again, and we'll be making this pop-up floral card. It's great for birthdays, Mother Day's coming up, all kinds of spring holidays. Who wouldn't love a floral card to give to somebody? We'll be starting the craft in just a couple minutes at 7 o'clock. Make sure you have all of your supplies together. You will also need a pair of scissors. These are a big piece of scissors because I'm going to cut through 8 sheets of paper at once. These look like sewing scissors, but they're not my sewing scissors. Remember, you're cutting on paper. You don't want to use your sewing scissors. And you'll need glue, or this is double-sided scrapbooking tape. It's just almost time, and we'll be making this floral card today, this pop-up flower card. Only you will know how easy it is, and everybody will think you're a magician. Just starting in just 1 minute. And remember, you need 7 pieces of square paper, and it could be any colors. I just chose pink for spring because I've been thinking about cherry blossoms. So I chose whites and pinks. And it looks like we'll get started now. So I'm Billie from the Gailbourn Public Library, and today we'll be making this pop-up floral card. It's great for a lot of different holidays. Mother's Day is coming up, Easter, other spring holidays. It's super easy to make, but everybody will think you're a wizard. So to get started, you need 7 pieces of square paper. This is 4 by 4 and it will work great for a card that is A2 size. So this is a half sheet of 8.5 by 11 cut in half and then folded. You'll also need some scraps of green paper. So I'm just going to tilt on my camera so you can follow along as I make this. So first what we're going to do is fold our cards into ace. So I'm going to fold it in half, flip it over, and fold it again. Now I'm using cardstock because that's what I had at home, but it works nicely with thin paper as well. And now I'm going to fold it corner to corner into triangles. One triangle, flip it over, and do the other triangle. So now I have made it into ace. Now you're going to fold it in half like a triangle, fold the flaps up, and then in half so it looks just like this. Now I'm going to just press it a little. I'm going to hand press it with my fingers so it all lays down nice and flat, but I'm not going to force it too much. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an arch here. I can draw it with a pencil. I'm just going to cut an arch here. Now I freehanded all of mine today because flowers are all unique in nature. So in your crafts, they should be a little wonky and freehand as well. So now I have a flower shape. To make it a pop-up flower, I'm going to cut one petal out. Just follow down the fold line, and I cut one petal out. And then with my double-sided tape, I don't need a lot. I'm just going to put it right here on one of the petals. Take off the paper, make sure the adhesive is staying on. And then I'm going to press one petal on top of the other to make it more sculptural. And you'll want to do that with all 7 of your flowers. So today, now I'm going to start constructing the flowers all together. And I'm going to do that by taking my center flower. I'm going to choose this dark one. And I'm going to put a little tape on the back, take the adhesive off, and I'm going to press one flower right against it, just like this. And I'm going to do that all the way around on each of the petals of my center flower. I'm just going to rip some tape off right now to make it faster for me. Just putting it on my finger. And that should be enough. So I'm going to take my next one, put it on the next petal, press it on. If you don't have double-sided tape, go ahead and use glue, but you might have to wait longer for it to dry. There's that, and I'll stick this flower on. When you're using double-sided tape, some of it's repositionable, and that wouldn't be good because you want this to be permanent, so make sure you're not using repositionable tape. Pinks, and I'll put a white one on there. And now I will do the next petal. The scrapbooking adhesive is repositionable for a second, and then the adhesive gets stronger as the longer it's on. I don't take too much care to make it perfect because flowers are sometimes wonky out in the wild, so they should be wonky in your crafts. Sometimes it's hard to get the little paper off and keep the adhesive on. That one, and now for the last flower. There we go, last flower. Now the next step is to glue all of the side flowers. Here's our center flower, so now I'm going to tape all the side flowers together. The 2 side flowers that touch, I'm going to do those together. So I need some more adhesive. Gonna stick on my fingers. Okay, so the white petal here, next to the pink flower, I'm going to do these 2 pink ones together. Now this pink and this white one. Oops, I pulled that off, so I'll just press it back together. These two pink ones together. Then see these pink and white ones. Did I guess enough? Yes, I've guessed enough adhesive, so now they're all attached together. So now it should look like this. Now what I'm going to do is I have the pink flower here in the center. Oops, I just pulled those apart. I'll just put that back together. And I'm going to go directly apart from here and grab the two petals on the opposite side. And I'm going to press that petal to here and that center petal to the petal there. So that it folds in half like this. And then if you find your bottom, it should pull apart. Sometimes you have to sort of navigate what that means. Sometimes it doesn't work first time and you kind of have to reposition your flowers. Maybe this one will work a little better. There we go. That's working better. Just got to find the flowers that will work. Secure all of my flowers together, making sure all the adhesive that I was using is staying attached. Here's my folded flower. Now I have my card with a Mother's Day quote I wrote on there. And what you do is you place the flower in the center of the card, making sure that it can fold as close to the center with being able to close the card. So what I'm going to do is take some adhesive. I need 2 pieces. I drifted off while I was doing that. So I'm going to take the adhesive to that center petal. And I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to fold it down. Now I'm going to flip it over and open up the card. Put it down on the center petal again, making sure that that's the flower that will open it all. Just going to cut my adhesive in half because it's a little big. Folding it in half. Now we'll test to see if it opens. And it opens, but my flowers just pulled apart a little, and that's fine. All I have to do is reconnect them. Sometimes that happens when you're making art. I just got 2 stuck together. It should go right here. There we go. And here is the last one. Looks like I just need a piece of adhesive. If I was going to give this to somebody, I'd use glue. clamp it down because it works better. The fun of making crafts live. Well, we'll go to this one that I've already made. Now your next step is to cut little leaf shapes out. Now leaves aren't perfect in the wild, so I made them all different sizes. And I attach them randomly on the flowers so that when they fold, it opens up and it looks like a bouquet of flowers. Now we got the concept down. Remember, attach all of the petals to the center and then all of the side petals together. Fold it in half, attach it to your card, then attach leaves to make it look more like flowers in the wild, and you have a special card that everybody will think was super hard, but it was quite easy. I'd probably use glue if I was going to send this to somebody, and then use something like binder clips to hold it together while it was drying. Thank you so much for following along with our craft tonight. Check in next week to see what else we're gonna do. There's all sorts of craft books on Hoopla, the Gail Borden website. So go to our Gail Borden's 24/7 library and check out Hoopla for all sorts of craft books for you to start your crafting journey while you're at home. Remember, you can make something beautiful with something that you've already have lying around. Thank you so much and have a great night.